Hey guys, welcome to ProTech. I'm Steven. Today we're going to talk about the TAC-Comp Kybrid. The TAC-Comp Kybrid is our OWB, all the bells and whistles model. If you're looking for our baddest outside the waistband rig, the TAC-Comp Kybrid is it. If you're an OWB guy and you just don't want to wear inside the waistband. Some of the advantages that the TAC-Comp Kybrid has over a normal IWB Kybrid, and we've got several IWB models, you can check them out on our gear page. Some of the advantages of the TAC-Comp Kybrid are you've got easy exit. So this cut right here gives you the ability when you draw the gun, if you preload it forward this way, you can exit the holster a couple of inches faster. And what does that really give you? That gives you the ability to come out and online faster, and you don't have to lift the gun as far out of the holster. Obviously, you can't do that inside the waistband, because if we had this cut on an IWB model, yeah, you'd come out of the Kydex faster, but you'd get caught inside your pants. You'd snag your front side on your pants, and that'd be bad juju. So if you have shoulder issues and you can't quite pull your gun up high out of your inside the waistband rig, and that extra couple of inches will help you, or if you want to speed up your draw just ever so slightly, I'm talking 10 to 20 milliseconds, which is a decent amount, but with the average draw stroke being 3 seconds, you're talking less than 10% increase in your muzzle to target time, but that could be a game changer for you. That could be that little bit of extra time you need. We also cut these such that they are legal in the competitive realm. So if you're an IDPA shooter or a USPSA production shooter and you want a rig that you can both wear for concealed carry and compete with, the TAC-Comp Kybrid is your fit. Now this one is actually for a SIG P365. Most of the time folks will order the TAC-Comp Kybrid for a full-size gun or a fuller size gun. But most of the ones we make are for long slides, like a Glock 34 or a competition 5-inch M&P or something of that nature, or a CZ or what have you. But this one actually turned out really well. It's turned out well enough that I almost want to keep it for myself, but I need to ship it to the customer. But I'm going to have to make one for me for winter wear, because in the winter I wear a jacket. So the TAC-Comp Kybrid has Molly lock clips on it. What's special about these? They're really freaking tough. They're very difficult to overcome, to break. So you can see they've got a hook. They've got a heavy-duty nylon hook that engages this cross pin. And I'm going to pull on this as hard as I can. And I can't open it up. Here we go. Can't get it open. So what does that mean? You can snag this thing on something and it's not going to come off of your belt. One of my biggest pet peeves of a holster is, one, when you draw it, the holster comes off of your belt with your gun. That's a no-no. Or two, when you snag it on something, like say you snag it on your car when you're trying to get out quickly, or you snag it on the corner of something and it falls off of your hip. That's a no-go for a holster. So our OWB line won't do that because we use Molly lock clips. We've got two options for these. We've got 6mm gap, so that's about roughly a quarter of an inch, and we've got a 4mm gap for thinner, like nylon web belts. So if you're wearing a thick leather belt, you're going to want the 6mm ones. If you're wearing a thin leather belt, or a thin nylon belt, go with the 4mm. And if we ship it to you and the 4s are too tight and you thought they were going to work, we'll exchange them with you, no problem. And they have the normal Kybrid cut that all of our IWB Kybrid models have. So when you get a purchase on the gun, you can get a full thumbs forward grip on the gun while it's in the holster. I'm going to put it on for you and just show you how easy it is to put it on. So you open the clips And see, these are beveled. They've got a little double bevel on them, a taper here and a taper there, so that you can kind of funnel it in between your belt and your pants. And you just press them together. These are made for an inch and a half wide belt. So if you run an 1 3/4, Molly Lock does not have a solution for you. So get an 1.5 inch belt, or we'll put a different clip on it for you. But there it is. There it is with my shirt over it. Pretty much disappears. Not quite as concealable as our IWB models, but plenty concealable enough, especially if you're putting your winter coat on because it's winter time. And then the draw is just great. There we go. See, if I preload it forward, right there. So you can do a thumb overdraw. I'm so used to a thumb overdraw because I carry IWB, and it just takes a little bit too much time for me to jam my thumb down in there. Even though I've got the thumb cut on the Kybrid model, I still do a thumb over my rear sight like this, and as soon as I clear the leather, I'll drop that thumb over and complete my one-handed grip on the gun. But with this, you can get a full grip on the gun in the holster, no problem, and get a nice fast draw from the hip. So, and then to take it off at the end of the day, you reach under with your fingers like this and disengage those 2 clips. Take it off, set it on your nightstand. Of course, it has adjustable retention, and we also program some clip location adjustments, so you can move this clip down 1, you can move this clip up 1. If it's a bigger model, we might have 2 or 3 adjustments on either side, so you can adjust the height and the angle some on them. They generally come with 15-ish degree cant on them, so about a 15-degree forward cant is generally what they'll come with from our shop. So there it is, folks, the TAC Comp Kybrid, all the bells and whistles. This piece of leather, piece of horsehide nested in on the back, you can imagine gives you nice dispersion of pressure, top and bottom, from the rig, so you have no sharp edges digging into you. You might feel the pistol grip, you know, and obviously we don't want to cover that because you need to be able to get a good grip on the gun, but everything else is covered. And then these clips are in line with your belt, and you don't really feel them much, and they're 1 inch wide, so they've got plenty of a big enough footprint. And then we also curve the rig. You can see it's pre-programmed. It's got some curve into it, so it'll match the curvature of your body. So there it is, guys, the TAC Comp Kybrid. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.